Hey, buddy, welcome to Sunday. Today is October 27th, 2024. And I know you're probably thinking, are we sure it's Sunday? That's Michelle. Michelle doesn't make weekend videos. Well, I will share with you that this is pre recorded, so I won't be giving you today's quote of the day because I don't know it. It's in the future, and I'm not there yet. But I did want to take some time to sit with you for a few minutes and kind of share some things with you in a hope of motivating you to make forward progress in whatever your goals are. One of the things about me at this big age is that I am still learning and I am still growing. Bear with me as I move around a little bit, but I'm not very good at being still. I never have been. But with that said, I am a planner. I like to plan things out. I like things to go according to a schedule. This is how I get the things that I do get done, done. I'm that checklist girl. So, with that said, you can anticipate that that's how I focus on things. If things are not falling in line, it upsets my apple cart, and that's never okay. I am a person who struggles with her mental health. I suffer from depression. I deal with anxiety and I have PTSD. Those are honest truths about me, and that might be true about you, whether you know it or not. I just happen to have gotten diagnosed in the year 2000. Well, I was diagnosed with depression even earlier, but the other aspects of my mental health became more glaringly apparent in the year 2000. And as a result of that, I had to make a pivotal choice. And that choice was to ignore my mental health and possibly not be here or take control of my mental health. I chose to take control. For me, taking control meant not only being open to medicinal support, because some of this is a biochemical issue that I can't fix. Some of it is an organizational issue that I very much can fix. And I'm okay with both parts of that. I am medicinally supported for my mental health. There's no shame in that for me. And I hope there's no shame in that for you. If you are at a stage or a point in your life where your mental health is more than you can control or you can snap out of, I resent that statement, by the way. I don't snap. I am not elastic. Besides, most elastic has latex. I'm allergic. So, having said that, I don't have a problem with stating yes, I take mental health medication in order for me to be able to regulate my daily activities. It's the same as me taking my diabetic medication. I do that because as a diabetic, if I don't, I'm going to have unregulated sugar levels. I'm going to have all kinds of other medical issues that I don't want and I can't deal with. So I take my medicine for both parts of my life. Excuse me, you know I'm going to have my coffee. Excuse me. And if you want to know what today's coffee is Cafe Bustelo whipped with fake sugar, pumpkin spice syrup, and the chai latte protein shake by Atkins. The combination works for me. I was feeling kind of pumpkin spicy today, but that's neither here nor there. Um, that's not what I'm here to talk about. As a part of my organizational routine, yeah, you can throw out, all the buzzwords in the world. I want to give you concrete steps on how to organize your schedule, your time, and in some ways your mind in order to be able to move forward and be successful in the things you do. It's very easy for you to see 30 minutes of my day or an hour of my day and assume that my entire day runs that way simply because this is what I expected to do. That is not at all how that works. For me, it starts with my gratitude journal. And I'm going to grab my gratitude journal because, yes, it's close by. But this is where everything begins for me. And I'm not going to turn to a current page. I'm going to give you a blank page to look at because my notes are personal to me. They're not for everybody to read. So this is what the page looks like. It starts out with asking the date, the main goal, most excited about, today's, what am I grateful for? And then there are other questions that periodically change from day to day. This is a Clever Fox gratitude journal. And let me see if I can show you the inside front. I don't know that I can because, again, yeah, I didn't write anything sensitive there. In fact, I didn't write anything on purpose. This is the front page of that book. And I got it on Amazon. It does have an elastic on the back that wraps around the book and keeps it nice and closed, because you'll notice it has strings, and that's so that you can place those strings in on the day you may be writing on or a particular day you want to go back and look at. I put all my strings on the same day. So I start with those particular points of reference as thoughts to kind of get my brain waking up and thinking, what am I thankful for? What am I glad happened in my life today? The other thing I do, and before we go there, let me be clear that I don't read every one of these statements because I am a person of faith. I am not a religious person. And there will be no religion on my channel. We are going to have this conversation, and I'll share some things with you, but there won't be a dialogue about it. Please do not add religious statements in my comments. I will delete them no matter how much I care about you, no matter how much I agree or disagree with what you say. I will not have my space be a triggering space for others. This is a space of love. This is a space of support. But this is also a space of honesty for me. And again, this is only for today. But I do this. It's called Daily Word. This one is the September and October edition. I read these passages, and sometimes they're a little too religious, and I bypass them. Sometimes they're generic enough. And yes, I need generic. They're generic enough that I can get the gist of the statement without the religion rules and regulations around it. And please, don't misunderstand when I say something like religion. I say that in the manner that some people are Christian, some people are Hindu, some people are Jewish. Whatever your walk of faith, that's your walk of faith. And I love that for you. It just doesn't necessarily always align with what I believe. I say that to say that, again, religion and rules go hand in hand. They're perfect, they're necessary for some people's lives. I need to be a little less rule oriented because I am so rule regimented in other aspects of my life. So, excuse me. With that said, those are the two pillars of my morning. The second thing I do after I finish my morning routines and then getting into my gratitude journals is I move right ahead to my daily planner. Now I am going to grab my planner and slide some things off because they're a little too public and I don't want to be that public. And I'm going to give you a quick glance at, let me see, I can show this page, I believe. It's going to show you some information, but, and yeah, I know there are going to be people who are going to blow this up big size so that they can read the sensitive information. It's not that sensitive. These are the advanced ideas that I am going to be going through on my videos. But as you can see, a little bit of decoration. I have space for notes. And I like the pretty in it. That's just me. So each day I have a day of what I expect to be filming on that day. I leave room for me to make quick notes if I have a doctor's appointment or a phone call I need to make or something I need to discuss with one of my children or one of my friends, or I'm planning to go somewhere. You'll note there's none of that in there. And there are lots of plans that are going to happen, but I haven't filled them in because I anticipated showing this to you. But that's how I stay organized. My backup plan, excuse me, is this, my calendar. I go through this calendar every day and cross-reference it with my paper calendar, all before I jump in front of the camera to talk to you. Let's say it's a filming day and we're going to be talking about a book of a day. I'm going to grab a book. I don't know if I've discussed this book online or not. It doesn't even matter because that's not the point of the book. When I'm planning to do a book review, let's say it's the classic crochet blankets. I'm pretty sure I haven't done this book yet. I don't know that I will. But I peruse the book again. I may have looked at this book 100 times, but before I go over that book again, I go through it one more time to find the positive points that I want to share with this book. I immediately dart over to Amazon and make sure that the book is available. Oh, wait a minute here. This is the book I was talking about. Again, not important. And yes, there's a pink tab in there to remind me that there's a pattern that I want to take a look at to see if I want to make it. All my books are off to my left. I have two crates. One crate has my crochet hooks most times, although they're right there right now. Excuse me. And the top crate has my reference books, any pattern books or whatever that I may need. That is a great place when I'm clearing off my desk to get things out of my space and out of my way so that I can create. I move them off to my left. And forgive me for slowing down and sitting up a little bit, but my spirit is telling me to slow down. And that's a good thing. I prioritize my filming first thing in the morning because Monday through Friday, just like my filming typically is, I have other obligations as soon as I turn the camera off. I immediately take the two different formats of filming. Now, mind you, you and I are talking on my iPad, but I do my video filming for my crochet on my phone. And with that being the case, I need to merge both parts of those videos. I also have to say, I quasi edit. I don't edit. For example, if I say shoot, I'm not going in and pulling that out of the video. You're going to hear me say shoot. Yeah, I said it. It is what it is. But I do that because I don't want to edit. I choose to share with you who I am. I'm a girl who will say a bad word. I try not to say them in front of you, but Yes, I absolutely will say whatever I want to say. I'm 54 years old, and if I can't say it by now, I'm a little late to the game. However, I'm not a potty mouth person all the time, and I don't choose to belittle, downgrade, or hurt anyone. So if profanity hurts the feelings or the relationship that I'm trying to cultivate, then no, I'm not going to use those words. But once I have finished all my filming, I immediately throw everything onto my iPad, run it through Canva Pro, and as you know, for most of my videos, though I think I am going to create a new intro and outro for this series. Um, I don't, I use the same intro, except on tutorials. There's a little difference on that one. Still, there are pre-recorded tutorial intros and outros that I use. I throw them in, hit the next card, drop down the videos that I've made for that day, pop in the quote of the day as a cross reference. If there is a tutorial that will benefit you, for example, if I've done Terminology Tuesday and I've mentioned back loop only, then I am going to do an overhead shot of what the back loop of a stitch looks like and how you get in and out of it, the whole 9 yards. Once all of those pieces are put together, then I pull that down from Canva Pro and upload it into YouTube Studio. With that, I have to add in the title. There is a thumbnail, which I make separately, also on Canva Pro, and merge all of that into the studio, add in anything that needs to be discussed in the description notes. Please always read my description notes because sometimes there's information that benefits you to know. Sometimes there may be a secret giveaway. And a lot of times I'm going to tag any other channel that I might have mentioned. So all of that is there for you to know. Once all of that is done and I'm waiting on YouTube Studio to finish doing their things, 9 times out of 10, it's pretty close to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock hits within 15 minutes. My first client arrives. I've got to get that child in, settle them, because of course we're talking a child under the age of 1 who 9 times out of 10 has spent quite a lot of time that morning with their parent, and all of a sudden there's Miss Michelle, who is not their parent. The separation causes an emotional adjustment. I always try to start my day out with making their breakfast and having them set. My two clients don't arrive at the exact same time. So no sooner than I get one child settled, the next child arrives, usually in the same emotional state, and I have to restart the system over again. The rest of my day goes as it goes. There are plenty of times that you may see my name in a live, and it might just mean that my kids are having free playtime or my kids are napping and I'm listening, but I'm not always watching the chat. I might see my name highlighted and I'll go back and read what was said if I can. Sometimes I simply can't. I'm not ignoring you, I just can't respond. And then once all of that's done and the kids are napping for the first time or the only time that day, then I'm crocheting and I'm speeding through a project so that I can get to the next thing that needs to be done, whether that is making another meal, making a snack, cleaning up a mess, or getting my kids ready to go home. Once we finish all of that, I'm going to try to squeeze in some dinner. I'm going to watch a few videos if I can, but no matter what, I am probably getting ready to take a shower and go to bed because the next day is coming. And the blessing of what I do on the weekends is I write out what I plan to do for the week. Many times I pre record and pre plan the thumbnails that you're going to see on my videos. So since I know that on Thursday it's going to be book of the day, I'm going to take a picture of the book for that week. I merge it with a, a catchy looking thumbnail, and I may have done that on Saturday. You're not going to see that till the following Thursday. But I preload and do all of the things that I can so that I'm ready for the next morning and I'm not spending a lot of prep time getting things done. With that said, this is just the beginning of our conversation. I look forward to having more conversations. I would love for you, in addition to hitting like and subscribe if you haven't. And yes, I'm aware there are some of you who watch me probably on a daily basis who've yet to subscribe. Please know that your subscription, one, is absolutely free, but it gets me closer to the goals that I have set for this channel, and it helps me strengthen my relationship with YouTube so that I can put out stronger content, and I will be able to do more things from this platform to support you in whatever your goals are. There. That's about all I want to say today. I love you. I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. And please eat, drink your water, and have some fun today. We'll talk soon. Till then, bye bye.